Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for taking time to be with us today. We're going to be discussing the OPIU's free college benefit, which is one of many membership benefits that your union offers. So it's my pleasure to turn it over to our partners at our free college program. We have Brittany Gassner, who is Vice President of Student Experience, and Tim Ryan, who is VP of Benefit Relations at the Student Resource Center. They're the organization that helps us administer the program. So we're going to be going through a bunch of information about the program, how to apply, that kind of thing, and answering your questions. So if you do have questions, please put them in the chat and they will be addressed. If they're simple enough, Tim will be addressing them in the chat. If not, Brittany will address them at the end. So without any further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Brittany.
Thank you, Nicole. Thanks everybody for joining us today during your lunchtime. We're very honored to be here helping you guys out. So let's go ahead and get started. So the free college benefit, Americans unions have led the way with the national movement towards free college and have been offering a free college benefit to members for over 6 years. The OPEIU free college benefit gives members the tools and flexibility they need without the traditional barriers of cost and scheduling. And the members can earn an associate's degree, a certificate, or a bachelor's degree 100% online with no out-of-pocket cost to you. And who's eligible for this? So it's any dues-paying member and their family members. They can earn the bachelor's degree, associate's degree, certificate, all online with zero out-of-pocket cost. We're going to dive into who in your family may be eligible as well to take advantage of this benefit in a further slide. So the free college benefit, we had over 50,000 total students enrolled for fall 2021. Obviously, we're in the middle of the spring term, so we'll have updated enrollment numbers on there. We've helped over 100,000 students since the program launched in 2015. We've also helped students avoid over $300 million in student loan debt. 80% of our students indicate the program fulfills their educational goals, whether it's professional growth, personal growth, or personal enrichment. And this program is real because of the power and solidarity of you, the U.S. organized labor. So again, thank you for that. So who are the students we serve? 72% of our college students are female. 52% of our free college students identify as a student of color. 70% of free college students are the members themselves. So that leaves 30% as the family member. This number has grown drastically, and I'm very proud of that 30% because every term, more and more of your family members are seeing how real this program is and how this program can help them reach their goals. Maybe it's, to get a better job or just for personal enrichment. 30% of your family members are taking advantage of that. And I can't wait for that to be even higher. 50% of our free college students are Pell eligible, and 35% of our free college students are age 30 or younger. That number really, really sticks out to me because that means that, we're serving students who aren't in that traditional 18 to 24 range, fresh out of high school. No, we're serving students who they're adult learners. They have work, they have family obligations. They are doing this to better themselves and better their family, not just because they think this is the next step after they graduated high school. This program is designed for adult learners to really be flexible around your work, life, and family balances. So how does this work? Tim, could you mute everybody upon entry? How does this work? All of our courses are online, so it's 100% online. You never have to go on campus for any sort of classes or exams. Again, 100% online. And your semester is in a 16-week semester. Okay, so students can choose to take a handful of classes for that full 16 weeks, really stretch the material and due dates out. Or students can choose to take 1 or 2 classes for their first 8 weeks, be really concentrated on that material. When that 8 weeks is up, they get their final grades and they move on to another set of classes. It's whatever's going to be the best fit for you specifically. If you have, one semester, you have a lot going on with work and, your family, and you want to take your classes in a 16-week format. And then the next semester, maybe your work load is a little less. So you want to take classes in an 8-week session, you can do that. You can work with an academic advisor to really feel out how these courses will fit into your schedule and what's going to be the best for you. And each course has a faculty of record. So you will have an instructor in every course who's there to support you throughout their course and beyond. Your faculty members, they're going to interact with you through office hours. They're going to have interaction within the classroom and email. So feel free to reach out to your instructors. They got an education to help you, the students. And you have staff and a support system here to be successful. Okay, your support staff and the majority of your faculty, if not all your faculty, are unionized. Okay. And again, most of our students take 1 or 2 classes during an 8-week session, but again, it's whatever is the best fit for you in your life. So who is eligible for this benefit? It is any dues paying member, any active and retired member, spouses, partners, domestic partners, children, grandchildren, stepchildren, financial dependents. Your children do not have to be living with you. They can be, they can be adult children or grandchildren or stepchildren as well. Okay, there's no age limit. And your eligibility is determined by your union. So if you have questions about a specific family member who can take advantage of this, please reach out to your union and they will let you know the eligibility. One thing I want to point out is there is no limit to how many people in your family can attend at the same time or attend right after another. If you and like 3 of your siblings and all of your children want to go at the same time, they can. We really encourage that because that's going to give you a broader or a wider support system. And it's easier if you have study buddies or family members who really understand what you're going through with your education, and they can be there for you. Also, there's no limit to how many degrees you can earn as well. Say you go to our school and earn an associate's degree, and then you want to go back for another associate's degree, and then a certificate, and then a bachelor's degree, you can do that. And your family members can do that as well. Okay, so let's jump into who our partner colleges are that offer this free college benefit. First and foremost, we have Paul Quinn College. I might call them PQC during this presentation, but Paul Quinn College is a private, nonprofit, historically Black college and university based in Dallas, Texas. They are nationally accredited by TREX and nationally recognized. They offer bachelor's degrees in business administration with concentrations in accounting, which is really popular with our students, entrepreneurship, fundraising, and philanthropy, as well as management. They also offer a Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Arts with different concentrations like communication, a general concentration that really gives you a well-rounded degree, history, political science, math, and psychology. They also offer a Bachelor of Arts in Legal Studies and Criminology. I do want to point out this is not a criminal justice degree. Okay, it is a degree in legal studies with in criminology. So you will have a focus on criminology and the criminal justice system, but it is not a criminal justice program. And another very popular program that we offer is religious studies. It's a Bachelor of Arts in Religious Studies. This program is very unique because you're going to be learning about religion and spirituality, not only in the United States, but globally, which is pretty awesome. Very popular program with our students as well. So next we have Franklin University. Franklin University is a private nonprofit university based in Columbus, Ohio. Again, it's 100% online. They have really mastered the craft of working with adult students to complete their degrees. They've been offering online education since 2009. They are regionally accredited by the Higher Learning Commission, or HLC, and they're nationally recognized. The bachelor's degree programs that they offer is a Bachelor of Science in Management and Leadership. That is a dual program. So that program is interesting because you're going to be learning situational leadership, servants leadership, and how that applies to different management concepts. And they also offer criminal justice as well as social science. Now, Franklin University, we also have a low-cost degree option, and that is the RN, or Registered Nurse, to BSN, the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. The cost per credit hour is $200 per credit hour for the RN to BSN program. In order to apply and be accepted to the RN to BSN program at Franklin, you must have already graduated from your ADN, your Associate Nursing degree, or have a diploma in nursing. You must hold an active unencumbered RN license within the United States. And you don't have to physically be holding that, but you must have an active unencumbered RN license that we can assist you with getting sent over to Franklin University. You must reside in any U.S. territory or state except for Alabama, American Samoa, Federated States of Micronesia, Idaho, Louisiana, the Marshall Islands, Nebraska, Palau, Puerto Rico, South Dakota, Tennessee, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Utah, Washington, and Wyoming. And this is due to clinical hours. Those states require more clinical hours than we can through Franklin University. Next, we're going to move on to Central State University. Central State University is a public nonprofit, historically Black college and university, as well as a land-grant university located in Wilberforce, Ohio. Again, it's 100% online. The Central State University faculty and staff are unionized. They are regionally accredited by the Higher Learning Commission, or HLC, nationally recognized. They offer a Bachelor of Science in Early Childhood Education. Now that program is designed for kindergarten through grade 5. That is a licensure program, meaning in order to graduate, you must pass your Ohio education assessment exams and be licensed in the state of Ohio to teach. Now, if you do not live in the state of Ohio, you can transfer that Ohio teaching license to your specific state. Each state is different with their licensing and credentialing and certification. So what I recommend is reaching out to your local credentialing or licensure office in your area to see what other steps you'll need to take to transfer your Ohio teaching license to your specific state. Again, that's kindergarten, pre-K actually, kindergarten, pre-kindergarten through grade 5. Next, we offer the intervention specialist. That is kindergarten through grade 12, mild to moderate. We do not offer moderate to severe at this time. So intervention specialist K through 12, mild to moderate, that is a licensure program. Again, you must earn your Ohio teaching license in order to graduate from that program. Okay. Next, we offer educational studies. Now, educational studies is a really unique program. This is for individuals who want to do a degree in education, but who do not want to teach. So if you do not want to teach and you want to take the education program for, administrative work or to work in as a principal one day, you can do that. Okay, again, that is a non-licensure program. Then we offer a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with a concentration in management. That program, it is a little math heavy. I do like to let students know that you do have to take a calculus class and a statistics course, but there are 24/7 tutoring available. There's a tutoring office. You can use different resources that the school provides in order to be successful in those courses. I know I'm a little bit concerned about math. I was never really great at math, but I do help a lot of students understand the different student services and academic resources that are available for them in those classes. And we also offer a criminal justice program. Then we have a partnership with Eastern Gateway Community College. Eastern Gateway Community College is our college for any associate's degree or certificate programs. It is a public nonprofit institution. It is unionized. Both the faculty and staff are unionized. There are 2 physical campuses in Ohio, one in Steubenville, Ohio, and one in Youngstown, Ohio. Again, you do not have to attend on campus at all. It's 100% online. We are regionally accredited on probation by the Higher Learning Commission, HLC. We offer over 30 programs. I'm just going to talk about a few of the programs. You can find the full listing of programs at www.egcc.edu. There's an academics tab, and it is going to tell you the program listing. But I do just want to talk about a couple pretty popular programs. Accounting, we have a general education, like an Associate of Arts degree. Business management has several concentration or focus areas and several areas that have certificate of completion. So you can focus in on labor studies, help desk. If you want to do marketing or advertising, if you want to look into our cannabis certificate, you can do that. That all falls under the business management program. We offer criminal justice, teacher education, healthcare administration, paralegal. One program that I'm very excited about is our social work program. It was new last fall and is growing rapidly. It's a great program. We also offer programs that have additional content costs. So your tuition and your ebooks are covered, but you might have some additional content fees. Those content fees will not exceed over $1,000 for the length of your program. So, you don't have to pay $1,000 up front. It's spread out throughout your program for the different courses, but you will not need to spend more than $1,000 on those content fees. So we have low cost options, those content fee programs in medical coding, medical scribe, health information management, information technology, and fire science. If you have questions about those degrees or different financial aid options that you may qualify for to help cover the cost of those content fees, please reach out to the Student Resource Center. We'll give our information in a couple more slides, but just know that we can help you through that. We can discuss your options if that program is of interest to you. So how do I get started? You might have questions about the degree level you're most interested in, the degree itself you're most interested in, or your family might be interested in, how to have your previous college credits transfer into the program, or if you're concerned about not having time to devote to the coursework or time to really get into the online class, or don't know how you're going to respond in an online class environment. We are here to help you. You have first and foremost, you have an admissions counselor who is going to help you every step of the way through the enrollment process. You have an academic advisor that will look at your educational background and your career goals to find the best program for you or your family member. We'll walk you through how to have your previous college send official transcripts to your future college. And we can also get you into a 100% free online orientation class that's going to acclimate you to what it's going to be like to be an online student at one of our colleges so that you feel comfortable. So how do you get started? First and foremost, you're going to submit an inquiry form. And that's at freecollege.opeiu.org. And that inquiry form, it's not signing you up for classes, it's just basically you raising your hand saying, I might be interested to learn more about the schools or the programs that you offer. Once you submit that inquiry form, our admissions counselors, they can assist you with all of your questions. And if you're comfortable with one of the programs or partner schools, we will help you complete that application. That school application takes about 5 to 10 minutes to complete. Super simple. No essays or entrance exams required. Okay. Then you're going to complete the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, and any required verification if you get selected for verification. Now, the number one question I get is, if this is a free college benefit, why do I have to complete the FAFSA? Great question. That is part of, first and foremost, the enrollment process for each of the partner institutions and the free college benefit. But also the free college benefit is actually a last dollar scholarship, meaning if you qualify for any Pell Grants, so any state or federal grants or scholarships, those must be used first towards the cost of tuition. And then any leftover tuition, ebooks and fee cost is covered by the last dollar scholarship. If you do not qualify for the Pell or any state or federal grants or scholarships, that is okay. The last dollar scholarship is going to cover the full cost of tuition for you, okay? Once you submit your FAFSA and any required verification documents, you will want to submit your previous college transcripts, or if you're attending Eastern Gateway Community College, your proof of high school diploma or GED. A little bit different between the schools. At Eastern Gateway, you can start there without ever attending college in the past, okay? So you can start from 0 credits, okay? So all you would need to do is do the application, the FAFSA, and submit your high school diploma or GED. Now, if you want to go for one of the bachelor's degrees, it is a bachelor completion program, meaning you must have attended a college in the past, okay? So If you've never attended a college in the past, you will get started with Eastern Gateway. If you have and you want to go on for a bachelor's degree, you can get started with one of our bachelor completion schools, Paul Quinn College, Franklin University, or Central State University. You must submit all of your official college transcripts that you want to have transfer of credit evaluation completed on to those 3 bachelor completion schools. An official college transcript needs to come directly from your previous college, sent directly to your future college. It can never touch you, the student's hands, okay? So if you have your previous college email you a copy of your transcript and then you forward it on to your future college, that is unofficial. So you need to submit your previous official college transcripts. Once you do so, so you complete the application, you complete the FAFSA, you submit your previous educational records to the school of interest, then you will have an admissions decision made. If you are accepted, you will have more information about signing up for a registration appointment. That registration appointment, you get to choose the date and the time you wish to have an academic advisor call you. Your academic advisor is going to go over your program of interest, what classes you may have had transfer in, how many classes you have left to take. They're going to go over all the different student and academic resources that are available for you. And then you two will collaborate on getting registered and setting up your classes. Once you're registered, you will get enrolled into that free orientation class just to get comfortable, to know what to expect in your classroom, and then you are ready to get started. So like I said, the very first step is to fill out an inquiry form, and that's through freecollege.opeiu.org. And if you have questions about the program, about Free College itself, reach out to the Student Resource Center. Our phone number is 888-590-9009. We are staffed from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. till 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also email us at online@freecollegebenefit.org. What I would recommend is take out your smartphone and take a picture of this information just in case you forget the phone number or the email or how to get to the website. One thing I want to point out too, it's the best practice to reach out to the Student Resource Center, the Free College Benefit, at that phone number before calling the school directly, just so that we can help you specifically with your benefit. Okay. A couple other things before I take any questions is, first and foremost, like I said, it's 100% online. You never have to go on campus. You have 24/7 access to your readings, your assignments, your lectures. There's not a certain time you need to be in class each day or a certain amount of time each day you need to spend in class. You have that flexibility. You do have due dates every week that you must adhere to. You need to make sure you're submitting your assignments before their due dates. And you should really be in class 3 or 4 different days a week, interacting with your peers and your instructor through the discussion boards or through the assignments, or sometimes there's an interactive board as well, not just the discussion board, just to make sure that you're getting the most out of your education. You are going to learn a lot from your peers, especially in those discussion posts. Okay. I also want to point out that you have at any of our partner schools, any of our academic partners, you have a support system. You also have different organizations, different groups that you can join online. So it makes you feel like you're part of a bigger community. I know for me, when I went back to school online, sometimes I felt like I was doing this alone, especially I was like a little bit older. So I didn't feel like I had somebody there, but joining these different groups helped me feel like I had, you know, a support system and I was part of a bigger community. I think that's it for me. Tim, do you want to open up, do you want to start reading off some questions, or do you care if I go in and answer some questions?
No, jump in, Brittany, please.
Okay, perfect. So are these the only affiliated schools? Yes, the colleges and universities that I discussed are the only schools participating in free college benefit at this time. So we have Eastern Gateway Community College, Central State University, Paul Quinn College, and Franklin University. Is the information regarding the affiliated schools available online? Tim, I know you're answering, but I want to point this out again. Yes, please go to freecollege.opeiu.org. Also, I believe Tim gave permission for everybody to unmute themselves if they want to ask questions verbally. What happens if your school was closed down? Will the transcript still be accepted? Great answer, Tim. You will be able to still, it's by law, you will still be able to get your transcripts for a closed school. What I recommend is just doing a quick online search about, just put your previous school's name and then transcripts, and it's going to give you step-by-step instructions on how to request those transcripts. Just because your school closed down does not mean that we will not do a transfer of credit evaluation, okay? A lot of factors go into transfer of credit evaluation, like accreditation, like course outcomes, the time of attendance there. So we have a transcript evaluation teams that will look at all those different factors to make an informed decision about your transfer of credit.
This is Brenda. I was the one that asked that question. My school was ITT and it was closed down for predatory lending.
Yep, but you'll still be able to get your official college transcripts. There are several ITT campuses that had different accreditations at different times. So we would need to look at your transcript to determine, what was the accreditation at time of attendance, and if the courses have course equivalencies to the courses at your future institution.
Okay, well, I graduated from there with a bachelor's and an associate's, and I have my transcripts.
Okay, if you have your transcripts, they're not official. So we can't do a transcript evaluation based on that. It needs to come directly from either the college or that third party that is housing your transcripts. I believe for ITT, it would be in parchment. I could be wrong there. It could be eScript as well. But it has to come from either the school itself or the third party processor for the transcript.
What would disqualify you? Throughout your discussion, you were stating if you are approved or if you qualify, what would disqualify you?
Qualify for admissions, financial aid, what specifically?
Being accepted into the program.
Oh, okay, great. Yep. So each school, each of our partner colleges or academic partners have different admissions requirements. So it would just, if you did not meet that school specific admissions requirements, for instance, Central State University requires students to have at least a cumulative grade point average of a 2.2 or higher, submit all official college transcripts, and have at least taken one class in the past. If you have under 30 class or credits that you've attempted, you also have to submit your high school diploma or GED. Paul Quinn College, you have to have a cumulative grade point average of a 2.0 or higher. Submit your official, at least one official college transcript. So if you don't meet the GPA requirements or something like that, you may not qualify, but every school is different. So we can discuss the specific admissions requirements.
But I mean, like, as far as if you don't have, like, if you're not going for your bachelor's, like if you have no college.
Eastern Gateway is where you would get started. You would start at Eastern Gateway. For Eastern Gateway, you must just submit your high school diploma or high school equivalency or GED. Okay.
And that's what you mean by being qualified. It's just
Yes.
based on the school. Okay, cool. All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
I was wondering, if those classes, even though they are online, do they have a specific scheduled time? Because I know my sister, because of COVID, she's taking classes at San Francisco State, but they do have a specific schedule for their classes. Is this the same for these classes?
Fantastic question. No, it is not. It's called asynchronous learning. So you don't have a certain time you need to log in and, be in a lecture or anything like that. It's very flexible for the adult learner. It's 100% asynchronous learning. Excellent question.
Thank you. Another question. I think you probably mentioned that already. Like, sometimes I get worried because I have student loans, and so I'm thinking about when when my daughter, if she decides to go to college, those students' loans of mine can affect her, right? Is that how it works?
No, no. So for this program, you or say your daughter will never have to take out do not have to take out student loans. Students can choose to take up to $1,000 a semester, but we encourage responsible borrowing. You'll say hypothetically you have student loans, that is not going to affect your daughter's ability to get this free college benefit.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. There's a
So
question.
is there a
Go ahead.
start class? I'm so sorry. Is there a start session, or you can just start basically when you fill out your application and the processes? Is there like an official start date? Or
Yes. So every school has different start dates. They're typically about every 8 weeks. So the next start date for Eastern Gateway is March 25th. Eastern Gateway, it takes about 2 weeks to get registered and ready to start classes from when you apply. So you should start your application no later than 2 weeks before the start date.
okay.
Yep. Central State University, the next start date is March 14th. Now, Central State typically takes about 45 to 60 days, honestly, from the day you applied in order to get registered for classes. So more than likely you will not be accepted before the March 14th start, but that's okay because we also have a start date in early May there. Paul Quinn College has a start also on March 14th. It takes about 30 days from the day that you apply to get started in classes. So again, if you apply today, you will be able to, more than likely, as long as you get all of your documents in, get started before the start date, March 14th. And then Franklin University, their spring and summer sessions are actually closed right now. They met capacity. So their next start date is in fall, and there's certainly enough time to get started for fall.
Thank you.
Yeah. We had a question a couple questions in the chat, and then I'll take any more live questions. Question about if I'm a representative from OPEIU, if I work for one of the colleges. I actually work for the Student Resource Center or the Free College Benefit Program, but I interact with all the different partner colleges as well. Are there master's programs at this time? Oh, Tim, you already got it. At this time, no. But what I would recommend is filling out that get started form from freecollege.opeiu.org. And whenever new programs or new partner schools are announced, you will get the information, but also your union, OPEIU, will send you that information as well. Perfect. A couple more questions about whether or not we work for CSU. Okay, so the question, my son is retired military and would like to use that benefit. He's interested in criminal justice. Would he be able to receive any credit for the classes, courses, training he received in the military? Prior learning assessment is dependent on which college or university you are applying to. I recommend if you have any student specific questions about your situation or family member situation, reach out to the Student Resource Center at 888-590-9009. But also many of our partner schools, not all of them, have a prior learning assessment department that can assist with any, if you have any sort of certificates or licenses from things you've done for work, they might be able to assist with having that applied towards credits, but not all of our partner institutions do that. So just reach out to the Student Resource Center and they'll be able to help you with that. If you have BEC objectors, do they qualify for free college benefits? I don't, does anybody know what BEC objectors are?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
answer that. Yeah.
Okay.
No, if a BEC objector means that they are trying to leave the union, then you would not be eligible for the benefit.
Awesome, thank you. Again, if you have student-specific questions or concerns, please reach out to the Student Resource Center. Ashley says, what if I would like to apply to a specific school like Franklin, or the other one would prefer not to go through CSU for anything? I previously tried to go to them a year ago and they messed up a bunch of things and caused a bunch of issues. Ashley, will you go ahead and reach out to that Student Resource Center, and we can help you with the bachelor completion school that's going to be the best fit for you. Again, Franklin, their spring and summer starts are closed due to capacity, but Paul Quinn College might be an option for you. We can definitely help you with that. What other kind of questions does anybody have?
Hi, I think Tim already answered this for me, but I just want to be super sure. My sister has stepchildren, so they would be my step niece and nephew. Would they be eligible?
Typically, we recommend you to speak with your union if they have, if you have specific questions about extended family, so nieces and nephews. Nicole, do you want to answer that one? We typically direct them back to the union.
Yeah, we would be fine with that. Stepchildren are fine.
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. What other kind of questions? This has been a great group of individuals asking some very thorough questions, and I really appreciate it.
That was great. If we don't have any other questions, we're going to go ahead and end the session, but I just wanted to say thank you so much to our partners. There were a lot of questions about who's who here, and I just want to let you know, again, everyone, this is sponsored by your union. Your union provides this benefit to all members, their families, and we partnered with Student Resource Center, Brittany, Tim, and some other great people over there to help us provide this benefit to all of you. So the information, anything that you've missed, you can check it out on our website. This recording will be posted on the website. Just go to opeiu.org. And if you look under member resources, everything's there. All your membership benefits are listed. The webinar will be there. The links to the free college website, all of that stuff is there. So if you have any questions, go ahead and check it out there. You can also email or call your union at any time and we'll be able to help you. So if we don't have any other questions, thank you all so much for making time to be with us today. Thanks again, Brittany and Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.